They were busy performing at their residency all
because
together.
because they're going to be forgotten otherwise. You know what I mean?
They'll never be forgotten. Internationally, Backstreet Boys, they will never be forgotten. You might forget their individual names. Okay, yeah, they're older dudes
but
now.
they're larger than life.
But they're larger than life. It's true. That's good. That's really good.
And is NSYNC larger than life? No, NSYNC is one guy that kind of, twisted up and tried to.
Yeah.
No, they don't make music that sounds
NSYNC
like
is
you're
one
ordering
guy.
at the drive-thru.
It's one
like
guy who played guitar while Britney was on the floor.
I feel like NSYNC definitely had more range also, like within each album, from like those slow ballads to fast, which I feel like, again, I mean, your whole argument is going to be that NSYNC is a better take on Backstreet Boys, and that's true because they.
I never said better.
Well,
I said it is a take.
It is a take. That. I feel like they had like a lot more different types of song styles, and that's one of the reasons why Justin was able to go out on his own is because there was such like a strong sense of like, their pop. They're also slower ballads, and then
they got a little R&B moment here.
R&B.
And they had Nelly on Girlfriend.
Yeah, and then Justin was able to take off from that, which is honestly
there's some moments
iconic.
that feel a little iffy to me, like that don't, you know what I mean? I don't know if he meant to do it, but like the whole Janet Jackson moment was like a little like what really happened there?
Yeah, but
like was that on purpose?
Was that his fault? I don't think so. I mean,
I think people are saying it was planned.
It's hard to say.
Allegedly,
it's hard to say if it was planned or not. It's just unfortunate that Janet's career kind of like had a tumble after that, and his sort of skyrocketed.
It never affected
I think it's
him.
hard to, it's just hard to see that. You hate to see that.
Yeah, and it was
but
just
thankfully
tied to
Janet
him.
is on tour now.
Yeah,
but it took her a while to come
bounce back.
Yeah, but you have to admit that booby moment was not good for her.
Courtney,
it was not. It wasn't a good move.
You got to admit.
I'm just saying. The revolutionary woman that Janet V. Jackson is, she's back and still black.
She's never gonna go anywhere.
But like, so you love it.
That is,
did you love?
No, let's hold space for that. She's back and she's still black.
Okay.
But did you? But what did you think when that happened?
I was too young to care, honestly. Like, what would I do watching Super Bowl?
Boy bands, they were not in the tabloids like women were. Like when anything like that happens, they're like under a microscope, and like they just get to be like, whoop, it was a malfunction.
Well, also, what if it was just a malfunction and the media didn't need to like rip her apart in the way that they did? And America didn't need to rip her apart in the way that they did.
Also,
like,
it's just a boob. Like, can we
it
get over
happens
it?
on Broadway all the time.
Yeah, like Brazilian people, like Anita. Who is she without her butt?
I love my girl Anita. That's
I love Anita.
It's more of a bigger commentary on just like how America decides to respond to things
and he
like
gets
that.
tied in with that.
Totally.
And it's like
He is
unfortunate, but he was tied in a negative connotation.
But I think in general, like he was at the Super Bowl.
He
like
was at the
he
Super
was,
Bowl.
Look,
he was
I have
one
to
of
say-
the only single people from either of these boy bands to be in the Super Bowl.
Yeah, by
And
himself.
That was one hell of a solo career that Justin Timberlake
I'm
had.
also sorry to say this, but he was really good in The Social Network.
He was.
I
have to be honest.
The Napster guy.
He was
played the
so
Napster
good
guy.
in that
that
character.
one.
He's the guy that said, "Lose the."
Just
Facebook. I mean, look, he killed it. Okay, he killed it.
But you know what? And you got to give it to his wife. She's incredible.
And I'm just saying, it is pretty iconic that you can have a Justin Timberlake who had an incredible acting,
Yes, ma'am.
singing,
Speak on
whatever career after.
I
even
did
though he's
karaoke
tough.
with
I'm not so
Joey
sure if the
Fatone.
Backstreet Boys wanted to do something else that they would be able
Whoa,
to.
whoa.
I
This
did
feels important.
I did karaoke with Joey Fatone.
The end.
And no, I'm not
The end.
saying that he said anything about NSYNC, but you could see it on his face.
What do you mean? Sorry. What are you saying?
Can I
For
clarify?
the people listening, they go,
I'll say this.
sorry, what's
I'll
Alyssa
say
saying?
this. He wanted to sing a song with me, and guess what song he wanted to sing? A Backstreet Boys song.
No, he
I'm just kidding.
didn't.
That's
Oh,
a
wow.
lie. That's a cold. But he was at the karaoke bar that I worked at, and we had a lot of fun.
And he was lovely.
Well,
See, here
It's
she
kind of
go,
messed up
y'all.
that they call. It's kind of messed up they call him Joey the Fat One. Joey Fatone.
who calls
Joey
that?
Fatone.
No one says that.
In the
Y'all better
comments,
not
he
wait, shame
immediately
Joey
tell me.
Fatone.
Joey the Fat One.
I didn't make it
No,
up. I
that
wish I
is
did. That's
true.
funny.
That's unfortunate.
They say Joey Fat One.
And you
I mean,
don't
he's lost
even know
weight.
that because all you're thinking about is freaking Justin Timberlake.
It's because I'm
It's
so
true.
focused on the quality of the group that
No,
I would
all
never
you're
think to make
thinking
fun
about
of their
is
names.
Justin
But by the way,
Timberlake.
there's no
He's not
quality.
even my
It's like
favorite.
no
Why would I
doubt.
only be thinking about Justin Timberlake?
It's like no doubt.
Also-
Gwen took it all, and then there's not as much no doubt now. Now she's a country singer. That's what
I
Justin
don't
did. They
know
left them all behind.
Listen, I don't know what Gwen Stefani is doing today.
She just
but
released
that
an album
cultural
like a week ago.
appropriation that she was doing back in the day, I'm gonna stand behind that 10 toes down. She ate that. Give me the Harajuku girls back today. Love Angel music and baby.
Let's talk about them live, okay? Because NSYNC, I feel like, put on they were better dancers. That's
Absolutely.
just, you have to say that.
Yeah.
And I think that when you look at them live, they're putting on a show.
Yes,
Their
ma'am.
cool personality is, when you look at Backstreet Boys, why are they all nervous? You literally look at footage back in the day, they're like stressed.
It's actually called
shy.
being humble.
Yeah, they're cute.
It's actually called being humble and
cute
shy,
boys.
which is a beautiful attribute that I'm looking for in my potential future husband.
Yeah,
If
they're like,
stress
look,
equals
I am
being
looking
humble,
for
I'm humble all the time.
humility.
you know what I mean? They're not
I'm humble
too.
as hell.
And that makes them hotter because they're like, I don't know, I'm so hot and
cute
cool.
like this.
Yeah. It's like, would you rather have your guy be like a narcissist and be like, No.
Yes.
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 What?
It was the
And I
90s.
want
What are
the
we
hits to hit.
doing?
Yep.
Then guess what? They're going to be mean to you.
And when it comes to like iconic performances that are like memorable, I would say NSYNC and Britney Spears on the VMA stage, giving Schoolgirl, slamming lockers, which, by the way, if you haven't seen our Christina versus Britney Spears episode, you need to get into that right away because it was really good. We were really giving that episode.
It was good.
That performance left me balder than I am right now. Sure did.
I want to talk really quick about the Everybody music video for Backstreet Boys.
That's a hit.
I know you might. Okay, what?
That's my favorite Backstreet
Thank
Boys
you.
music video.
And that
actually.
music video is amazing. It combines like Thriller and Rocky Horror Picture Show, which are two of my favorite things of all time. And Backstreet Boys. And that wasn't necessarily like the most like popular thing, like Rocky Horror Picture Show, but like Backstreet Boys was so cool and edgy that they did that, and they weren't afraid of like, oh, is this not cool because it's like queer or whatever, but they didn't care. They did that, and it's an amazing music video, and I don't think NSYNC has something like that. Sure, maybe they have like good ones, but did they really push the envelope the way the Backstreet Boys did? I don't know.
Yeah.
Have you ever seen the Bye 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 music video? Are you serious? When they were running across that train, that woman standing up there. The iconic.
I know.
Sorry, I never
To
saw
me,
it. I
all
never
of that
heard of
eclipses
it.
everything you
Is
just
that
said.
the one where they break out of their dolls?
That is not that song.
No, but that's iconic. The other
That is
one,
not
they
that
had an
song.
HBO special where they like came out in these like robes, and it was so much drama. And then they pull it off, and it's like, yeah, the most iconic dancing. There's also them as the marionettes.
That's what I'm talking about. When they're like,
yeah,
okay, and they're like dolls, and they're like punching out of the bag.
yeah.
I remember that.
I
That's
mean,
cool.
that's some pretty incredible filmmaking.
Here's the thing. For me, I feel like Backstreet Boys always gave us a solid performance.
Yep.
Solid performance. NSYNC always gave us an experience. They always gave us like our money's worth, even if we weren't paying.
But that's what it feels like. It feels like a quickie in the back of a car.
Not
like,
a quickie, girl.
I want.
It's actually very
wanna make
thorough
love to
and
you.
satisfying
Well,
by the
you
end.
make love to me with your bowl haircut. Are you a guy or are you a girl? I don't know. Maybe both.
Girl, Backstreet Boys, I'd be disassociating, girl. That's a mute and turn the channel and come back after the commercial break.
But
Call me
they
when
were
NSYNC back
wearing,
on.
They were wearing cool baggy outfits.
Yeah. Yeah, but if we get into style, really, like
We gonna shut it down.
Hold on,
Like, we're gonna
I
absolutely
thought
shut it down.
that was gonna hit.
Okay.
I thought that was gonna hit.
We're going. What do we do?
I mean, when it comes to like iconic pop culture moments, how could we forget about NSYNC and Britney Spears on that stage slamming them lockers in the school? That's a moment. That's synergy.
I
Because
did
Britney
forget.
had Baby one more time.
But you know what? I just can't. Like now I look at Justin so differently. Just like all the like after Britney's memoir, like I just can't look at him the same. I don't know. It just ruined it for me.
As a little
I think
girl, I never liked him.
you could feel it.
I felt it,
You
and
could
I'm a
feel
little
that.
bit of a psychic.
Yeah.
bit of an intuitive.
Oh my God.
Now we're sitting here with Raven Baxter all of a sudden.
Also, you guys are both wearing denim. This is like an homage. to-
Like, you
to JT.
love Justin
Yeah.
Timberlake.
He didn't make denim famous. Denim was famous by the Levi brothers.
Oh
Levi
my
brothers
God.
Never gone out or in. Of
You know, I'm trying to say that Justin Timberlake made denim famous.
Yeah, no
okay.
way.
Kind of
Oh,
did
my
that
shirt was-
iconic.
Ever heard of
moment.
a cowboy? Ever heard of a freaking farmer?
Ever heard of Justin Timberlake and Britney Spears on that goddamn VMA's
No.
carpet?
If you
It was
Google,
You are lying.
if you Google denim outfits,
Eater.
the number 3 picture is Britney
And
Spears
what's the number
and
one?
JT.
And what's the
What are
number
you doing at
one?
Probably
home?
Katy Perry and Riff Raff.
I'm up late at night Googling denim.
Well,
what are
what's
you gonna
number
do?
one? Then
Shoot
what's
me?
number one, Monica?
Certainly
What's
not anything
number
that
one?
Backstreet Boys
Yeah,
have done.
is it a cowboy
The
or a farmer?
Levi's brothers.